The president may be part of the program when 2020 Democrats take to the debate stage next week. The Wall Street Journal reporting the president, may be live tweeting during those events. Joining us now, Sean Spicer, former White House press secretary and senior advisor and spokesman at America First Action PAC. Sean, good morning to you. I guess it wouldn't surprise you if he did, first of all.
I think it would surprise me if he didn't. This president's unbelievably engaged in what's going on in terms of world events and politics, so it would kind of shock me if he wasn't live tweeting it.
What impact do you think that would have?
It's huge. I mean, think about this. Every time that the president tweets, the media dominates he dominates the discussion and the media reacts to it. Then people are called in to react to their questions about the tweets. So this president has a unique ability to set the media landscape each and every day, talk about issues that are not occurring, talk about angles of a story that aren't being covered. So they have to react to this. And I think that what upsets them is for so long, so many folks in the legacy media have decided what people are going to see, read, and hear. This president's ability to dominate the media landscape takes away the monopoly that they've had. That threatens their ability to set the agenda. And I think you saw that last night, Sandra. Fox carried this president's announcement for his reelection live. CNN cut out within 6 minutes. MSNBC covered it not at all. So for these organizations that claim to be about the news, the president of the United States was declaring his reelection last night, and they didn't cover it. I don't see how that's not news. Whether or not they think certain pieces of it have been used before or whatever, they cover everything that every one of these Democrats do, and yet the current president announces and they don't cover it. That shows how threatened they are by his ability to put issues and ideas into the media narrative.
Well, this piece in the Wall Street Journal lays out what some of those political advisors might see as the risks of the president doing that. In it, they write, quote, political advisors have long wanted Mr. Trump to tap the brakes on attacking Democratic presidential rivals, concerned that the president's reactions would elevate contenders and provide some shield from what otherwise could be a bruising primary battle. Of course, the point is, if he's live tweeting during these debates, is he potentially exposing where he sees his vulnerabilities because it tees him off on Twitter?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, but these are the same folks, I think, for 3 years that have questioned his tactics and been wrong, right? This president has tweeted his way from candidate to president of the United States. And while it may bother some folks, at the end of the day, I think the president himself would admit, without Twitter, without him being able to break through the noise and dominate the conversation, he might not be president. He might not be as successful as he has been. Twitter is his way of speaking directly to the American people, and the media has no choice to focus on it. The other point that I would make is think about all of the other branding tactics that he's used, including as a candidate. He brands people, he tweets at them, and it's pretty hard for them to then get rid of the moniker that he puts on them. Crooked Hillary will always be Crooked Hillary because he tweeted at her and called her that. And so his ability to brand these folks through the Democratic primary with a particular name is not something that they'll be able to undo, and gives him a unique advantage.
He's been a very familiar tone. He spent some time on Hillary Clinton last night at that rally in Orlando. Sean Spicer, always good to get your thoughts. Thank you.